Welcome back to another Team Summon Circus live duel. Today we have Tearlaments on the left as well as Tri-Spright on the right. We're just going to see some cutting, some high rolls here. Checking if the camera's recording, and looks like we're going to dive right in. So you're going to see that Tear is going to go first by activating the Rota here. So we're going to search for a Rhino Heart. Or a Dark Gruffer here, actually. Interesting package. You know, they are playing the Dark Gruffer. It is a Dark. And it sends for effects, so understandable. We're going to start off with an Instant Fusion. I swear, Tier players always have this card. Something with the Kalos, you know, full combo. Activating the effect, we're going to chain the Imperm there. We're going to normal summon of a Rhino Heart. And here's going to activate the effects, you know, sending. Anything they want, you know, Shiren, Merly, or we're going to see a Merly being sent here. And the effects are going to activate, getting rid of itself to get into a second Kalos here. Here we're going to see kit effects going to activate, you know, using itself to summon out a monster here. So we're going to see it summon out the Shiren first and sending itself to send 5 cards to the graveyard. We see Beast, Super Poly, and a Gizmek, as well as Terraforming. But, you know, important part there is Beast. And here he discards, thinking that it's a first effective Beast, but, you know, he doesn't have to discard there. We see Bigfoot as well in his hand. So we know his hand's Dark Gruffer and the Merly now. He's going to activate the Bigfoot. We're going to know all the cards in his hand, unfortunately. We're going to hit the Dark Gruffer, summon out the Bigfoot, and let him draw one additional card. And here he's just checking his deck, making sure that, you know, we know what's going on here. Make sure that, you know, hasn't shuffled through. And that, you know, it was a Merly that activated. Getting Gizmek here. Banishing the top 8. Summon itself out. We're going to see a Link summon into most likely the Curious here. We're going to Imperm the Curious once again, so, you know, it does not, well, second Imperm, so Curious not get so many pluses, you know, sending whatever you want plus 3 more cards, kind of crazy. Just Link summon into the Zeraboros here. He does have the Gizmek in graveyard, so that is definitely an option. And we're just reading the Zeraboros. Going to set 1 card and pass. And here we're at end of main, we're going to activate Nibiru. You know, giving him the token here. Penguin Soldier holding up his sword. Here we're gonna, you know, start turn, activate the Tenki, searching for a Beast Warrior, RIP Zodiac. So we're gonna search for Fractal here. Activating the Fractal effect, sending the kit effect's going to send the Nerval, and the Nerval effect's going to activate here, searching us for a kit, level 2, pretty bonkers. We're going to normal summon the kit. And then we're going to activate Starter here, locking us into the level 2s. Getting with the blue effect here is going to search for the Jet. Jet effect's going to special summon myself, searching for a Smashes or a Starter. We're going to see a Starter being searched here for the follow-up. Here we're going to summon out an IP Masquerena. We're going to activate the effect of Kit here, banishing 2 for cost. summoning out a double Dragon Lords. We have 2 cards left in hand. We're going to activate, or we're going to enter battle phase, attacking with Kit. You know, it has 0 defense, and then attacking for 46 plus IP, which I think is 800. I'm not too sure. I think IP is 800. I remember seeing 800. It is 800. Okay. Gonna normal summon the Merly effect. We're gonna have to think very hard here. Going to Mildy 3. You know, it does happen on summon. He hits 2 Dark Ruler no more, so we're very grateful about that. He's gonna activate the Super Poly here, discarding the Zephyr Boros, the Blackwing, and fusing away the IP and the Merly here for a Mud Dragon. We can activate starter, summoning up, you know, a red to negate any monster effect that's going to be used. You know, trying to stop that Gizmek is very, very crucial, as well as, you know, we do have the bounce off of the double Dragon Lords here, and it doesn't look too great for Sean. He's just thinking if you want to activate the effect on the starter. Here he's going to activate the Gizmek. You know, it does banish 8 for cost. And we're just going to Ghost Spell that. You know, now we have no cards in the hand as well. And he's very low on cards here. And he's just gonna scoop it up there, you know, giving us game 1. Able to top deck. Still having Kit on field, you know, being able to bounce that Tenyi to bounce his Mud Dragon as well. If he tries anything funny, we can just negate it. Crazy how the Tri-Brigades go off, you know. There's time like that where the Tri-Brigade engine is insane, and then you're gonna see other times where we struggle a lot with like the linking and, you know, 2 restrictions on the field, you know, stopping us into level 2s, as well as not being able to use the anything that's John Beast or Tri-Beast for link summons. Not to mention, you know, we also have effects like Bear Brum that I constantly forget locks me into only summoning Tri-Brigades. I need to find a way to be able to like leave it on the field and then link it off into something else at the end of the turn. I do have a regionals coming up very, very soon, so I'm thinking I'm taking this deck to it and trying to perfect it. You know, looking for a top 4 potentially. That's my goal. I want to top the regionals. Here, we're just gonna, you know, go into the deck has changed a lot. I think so there's some videos on the channel right now that I posted last week that still have the 1 blue, 1 jet. I did bump that up, so updated deck profile gonna come soon. I am playing the 3 blue and the 3 jet. You could bump blue down to 2. It's, don't want to say the least important, but jet is definitely the most important there. And I think that, you know, 4 copies of Fractal is good enough with the Tenyi. I don't really think you need to have 5, but if you like playing 2 Tenyi, I understand. Just Tri-Brigades are really accessible, especially with the Kit. Especially with Kit, you know, being summoned off of the Gigantic, which I also want to play 2 Gigantics. I gotta fit in this extra deck. I think I may cut out the Lightheart. In theory, it's good. It just doesn't come up enough. Sometimes I wish the extra deck was just 16. Here we're going to game 2 here. You're going to start off with the Product of Desires. You know, banishing 10 for that draw 2. We see a Destrudo and a Jackalope. We're going to chain at the Resolution. Droll and Lockbird here. No more searching. You know, he's still going to be able to activate those danger effects, summoning themselves, so he just can't be able to draw. We see 2 Super Polys in his hand. He's asking about, you know, the danger cards. I'm not, you know, I don't want to say, oh, so let me see a danger. He's going to activate the Halfness effect, but Halfness does not actually activate here. It has to be activated on field for Duel, so you can't really do that. He's going to activate the Sharon here, special summon itself by pitching the Halfness, and then Sharon effect's going to activate, as well as Halfness to fuse, and he's whiffing all day. Kit effect's going to activate here. He's going to be able to dump. We can just hit him with the Imperm. He's going to set one card. And yeah, looking at his options here. You're looking at the Destrudo, but definitely Jackalope here. You have a Super Poly set, so you don't really care. He's going to Jackalope here. We're going to hit the Destrudo there. Best hit for him possible. Summoning out that Jackalope, you know, not being able to draw. Looking over at the time, because, you know, time is very, very important. Especially, you know, Destrudo paying half his life points. You know, linking all three of those away into that Curious there. Then Curious is going to mill a Sharon. Sharon effects are going to be able to activate. And Curious is going to also mill 3. So the Sharon, Merly, as well as Halfness, but Halfness already activated its effects there. It's not be able to resolve here, or not going to activate. We're going to see a shuffle back of the Kit and the Merly to get out the Kit here. Interestingly, he's not choosing Dragostapelia. We do see the Merly in graveyard, so we actually returns the Sharon and the Kit for our second Kit. Interesting that he does not leave that Kit in the graveyard, you know. He has some Dragostapelia, maybe returning the Kit and the Halfness and the Sharon there for that second Kit. Here, he's going to go to the dump. Or, yeah, dump and then special summon out. Fortunately, we already, you know, we forgot about the fact that that's a second Tearlament monster that was, you know, was summoned. So we technically already negated that Kit, which is definitely a misplay on our part. Very, very unfortunate there. We're going to see link summon into a Griffin here. We're going to pick up Griffin, make sure we read it. Going to set the deck devastation here. And pass. You can activate the deck dev during the standby phase. You know, tributing the Kakalos here most likely. Reveal our hand and, you know, get rid of the Nerval as well as the Droll here. Then, you know, that Kaleido Heart's going to summon itself out, then sending a Halfness. Then Nerval effects will be able to resolve here, searching us for a Kit here. We also see Dragostapelia being hit on the board finally. Crazy card. I mean, pretty fair card, to be honest. We're just going to scoop it up there, you know, knowing that we don't have enough gas. Unfortunately, drawing that Nib for turn and that misplay of us, you know, forgetting that we already impermed the Kit, so it cannot just dump a card. But it is what it is. Sometimes you just forget stuff like that, and it does cost you the game. So remember your card effects, boys. Moving on to the all-important Game 3 here. We're going to see us picking up our cards. It's interesting that, you know, a lot of the decks are now playing the viruses. it is quite powerful, especially with the Griffin. We had like combos like that for a bit now, but maybe with like a tier being able to summon them so easily, it's more worth it, if that makes any sense. And you know, Griffin also being a floodgate is very, very important. I remember being at the YCS and one of these guys lost because he summoned his Snow not in a Griffin zone. I was like, holy crap. Imagine, he was at table 1 at the time at YCS Niagara, and he did that. And I could feel the pain from just watching him. It was very rough. We're going to start off with a starter, summoning out the blue, and then blue effect, searching the jet. Jet effect's going to summon itself out. Searching is for smashers here. We go off into a gigantic, activating the effect, getting out the kit here in defense. Why is it in attack? Going to link it both away for the elf here, activating the kit effect, dumping off a Nerval. Nerval effect's going to activate, adding us the Karis. We're going to flush someone out Karis by discarding the DD Crow. Not the greatest, but you know, we have to do what we have to do. Keep in mind, we haven't normal summoned at the time, so banishing 2 to summon out that DDL. We're going to activate the elf effect, summoning out the kit here, getting rid of those for a IP Masquerena here, and setting 2 cards and passing. Get normal summon the Kaleido Hearts. And sending, I believe that's a Shiren. Sorry about the glare there. That's actually probably a halfness, you know, looking at the art a little bit more. Here we're going to chain elf, summoning out, he's going to chain the halfness to our elf. We're going to summon out a blue. Blue effect's going to activate, and then, you know, resolving the chain backwards here. I definitely think that this is a misplay on our part. We should have kept that DD Crow in hand. It's more important than an IP Masquerena, I think, and personally here. But I could be wrong. You're going to see some effects, you know, being chained here. We're going to get rid of the elf and the IP, going for a 2-mat Appaloosa. And here we're going to search for the red, making sure that we're not negating any more monster effects. If we do have a starter, I think we have a Revolt here, personally, myself. By the way we're playing, we see a Yugiohtcg being made off that Merly. Normal summoning Shiren here by discarding a Destrudo. We're going to negate that with Shiren, so it stays in the hand. We're just reading it. I do believe it stays in hand. Here we just have somebody else reading it. Going to attempt to activate the effect of Yugiohtcg on the Double Dragon Lords. And he's going to activate the Bigfoot here. We get a Shiren, unfortunate for us, you know, he summons and then draws. We're going to have the DD Crow here. So we had 2 DD Crows, and we chose to keep 1 in hand, you know. I definitely think that's a misplay. Can activate another, you know, he hits a Kaleido Heart here. Summon out the Nessie. Nessie's going to let him draw 1. You can't activate Lancia here, which he did draw, so we were getting the information on the Lancia. Fortunately, it's only during your turn. You know, I still think that that's a revolt as well as a. We know we have these smashers. You can activate the battle phase. We're gonna activate. You can enter battle phase. We're gonna activate smashers here, getting rid of the blue, the gigantic, and the Bigfoot there. He's going to attack into the double dragon lords. We're gonna activate the double dragon lord effect. We're implying it as 16. We're gonna activate revolt here, summoning out, and then sure egg effect, as well as the Nerval effect here, as channeling 2 to search us for the kit here, most likely. Then, you know, we're going to see the Dragospellia attempt to negate the sure egg. We're going to activate the effect of double dragon lords here to send the sure egg to bounce. And then sure egg effect here is going to well, sure he's going to banish the last thing. First we're going to search for the DD Crow there. I don't really know what got banished, though, because we didn't banish any cards. He's going to pass. He's going to activate Lancia here. And we're going to activate the Double Dragon Lord, sending the kit to bounce back that... whatever it's called. I forget its name. The Kaleido Heart. We're just making all sorts of misplays. This game was not very good on our part. And times gets called, we're panicking. You know, we did draw a DD Crow. We had a DD Crow searched off of it. We drew a bell and we saw a limit remover, a summon limit. You know, unfortunately for us, we did do a lot of misplays there. I don't really know what we banished, but we just weren't able to do enough. And he had the Lancia. Kind of crazy. But unfortunately, you know, sometimes games just like that. You know, we lose in time. I don't like time rules. Tri-Spright takes a bit to play, so does Tearlaments, but, you know, unfortunately, that's just how the dice roll sometimes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you guys liked it and you want to see more Tearlament or some more Tri-Brigade content, Sprite content. You guys let me know in the comment section, and we'll see you in the next one.